Welcome, Virgo. Welcome to Spiritual Tarot. Welcome to the Lion's Gate portal. A lot of strong energy opening up for us. So what I'm doing today is going to be doing a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And we're going to see whatever spirit in the universe wants to bring forth. I'm just clearing some energy with this white sage. And we're going to go ahead and jump in to see what's going on. I got my little crystals from Sedona over there. And we're just going to do I got a lot of cards here. I got 8 decks, plus I also have a few on the side here. Some tarot and some Let It Go and some Soul Journey, I think, cards. So we're going to go ahead and just see what's coming up. What the spirit want to bring up for a specific collective of Virgo. Junior, he might want to go out, so just bear with me. I'll see. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and just clear this up, clear this energy. All right. Thanks for being patient with me. It's been a challenging time, Had to delve into that little bit of darkness and grieving and, get my bearings back because, like I said in my daily, I am not going to let that darkness and evil win. It's very trickster energy, and I'm not going to let that happen. So feeling my son's presence here today, as well as other spirits, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right on into the messages. Okay, so we're going to since I don't have my tripod moving quickly and coming back and all that, I got to get reset up, but we're going to go ahead because the messages still can come out, especially if you're empathic, intuitive, and tapping into spirit. So we're just going to go ahead and see what your theme is. Virgo, what is your theme? We're going to do 2 layers, see what your theme is for this August 8th, 2021, this Lion's Gate portal. So I'm feeling this one for you, Virgo. The heart. Yeah. See? And isn't that interesting? Because it has all these thorns around the heart. And that's how we kind of keep ourselves. We kind of keep ourselves protected with these thorns so nobody can get in. But it's time to take away these layers of thorns, Of course, you have to protect yourself, but you also have to have an open heart and come from an unconditional place, like that soul place, right? We have to. I mean, it's a necessity pretty much. And I know it's really hard, especially this is why it's so challenging now, because times are just really hard right now and there's a lot of negative energy out there. But aligning to those ones who have your best interest at heart, trusting in your path, trusting in yourself, trusting in your soul. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another card here. Oh, I was going to go ahead and read this. Let me read this one. This is number 31. So we're going to go ahead and read this. This is the Wild Unknown Archetype book, and these are really nice cards here. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming up for you. What is this? 31. The heart. Okay, so this card here says the home, the center, and the throne. I think we had this as a daily message the other day. It is possible from an imaginable point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in-between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of it, the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life tangles and knots and into the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is waiting your return. Yeah, so it's something about tapping back into yourself, loosening that hardened shell around your heart that the world has placed on it, the bitterness and the unkindness, the feeling like you didn't belong and things like that. It's time to get back to that, Virgo, okay? And it says, some say there's a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. When it's light, it's expansive, knowing, gentle clarity. And when dark, fraught, tangled, and betrayal. Go deeper. Wild as the Wind by Nina Simone. So you might want to check out that book. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get some Moonology cards for you, Virgo. What else wants to come up? What spirit wants you to tap into and know at this time? It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So there's something you need to take action. I'm really getting that you need to take down those chains and, unlock those chains and, you know, become a little more vulnerable. Let yourself be exposed a little bit, you know? All right. It's time to take action to be who you really are. Be that inner soul of who you are, that vulnerability, unconditional love place. You know, of course you have to guard yourself. Like I said, there are darkness and dark entities and things out there that you have to protect yourself from, but you'll know the intuition, right? So not letting those kind of people affect you, is to have that inner strength within. Let's see what else is coming up. Foggy bog, patience. Yeah, and it takes a lot of patience, definitely. It's time to be patient and know that you're being guided in the right direction. You know, because I really think these chains and this stone that you're putting around your heart is really affecting you, because deep down you're like this inner being of goodness and kindness and loving, and it's those hard entities in that darkness that's really keeping you like lost in a way, because you can't be that loving person, that vulnerable soul that you want to be. All right, let's get another card. It's keeping you from your true self, you know what I mean, and your mission and things like that, connecting to the people you need to be. And yeah, harmonic flight. Yeah, so it kind of frees you so you can take flight, you know, fly free like that bird. Once you are who you are, your authentic self, and this loving, kind person, and you're not ashamed of that or protecting it too much, then you can fly free. You know, the world can do a number on us, I know, for sure. But, you know, you don't want to stay in that hardened state or that locked away state. You want to be who you are. And it's a great adventure. Yeah, take a risk and venture forward. Yeah, it's time to. It's time to be like the real you. Who you truly are meant to be. Who you really are. And then we have starseed. Yeah, and look at that. You're a starseed. What lights you up? So something that keeps you balanced, grounded, lit up, like your light shines so bright, it's being trapped away because you have all these thorns around your heart. You're trying to protect it from something that's happened to you. And I get it, believe me, it's painful, but it's time to let yourself free again. And then we have the goddess of Mat here. That's fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Yeah, so just like trusting in the universe that they're going to handle anything that's happened to you, like the good and bad karma. You know, what goes around comes around, but it's time for you to be who you really are meant to be, what makes you happy, and not put these thorns and chains around your heart because other people have hurt it. It's time to let all that go, and step into what makes you happy, what makes you whole. Let's see what you need to surrender here. Surrender resentments. Yeah. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Yeah. So, yeah. See, it's making you having resentment and bitter a little bit and guarded. And it's time to step away from that. Just get away from those kind of people, you know what I mean? I mean, yes, we do have them on a daily basis, and it's easier said than done, but it can be done, you know? It's actually holding you back now. It's making you feel unhappy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get another round here. All right, Virgo. What else is coming out for this Lionsgate, August 8th, 2021, for the sign of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We also have for you Venus, I don't know why I said Venus, Virgo. It might be something, oh, we have two. Okay, so we have the Maiden and the Tear. That's interesting. When I said Venus, that's a card of love too, so I really think a lot of you it's something to do with love. The Tear, of course, is like us shedding tears, like that vulnerability we have inside. The Maiden reminds me of a Virgo, you know? So it's very interesting, the Maiden and the Tear. We're going to go ahead and read these. So it's like the core of who you really are. So the Maiden is number 8. So let's go ahead to that. Okay, so the Maiden, it says, the Virgin, which is the Virgo, I told you, the Princess and the Innocent. The Maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, native sensuality, and precarious purity. She's compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden, mother, and crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of that poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down that rabbit hole, young one. So facing that darkness, realizing that we do have to grow up, something might have happened to you in your innocence or when you were young, that's kept you kind of trapped in that, like you're not, wanting to stay in that innocence, but that we don't all have innocence once we lived a while. And it's so interesting that said the Virgin, which is a Virgo. So this is saying moving from the maiden to the mother is challenging, often leaving unresolved tensions between the two archetypes for years, if not a lifetime. Do you long to be rescued by another or receive a kiss that brings you back to life? Be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life. Yeah, so also too stepping into, controlling your own life, not waiting for other people to make you happy, like maybe waiting for your Prince Charming or things like that. It's got to come from a happiness within you, like your authentic self again, So it also says, when light, curious, enchanting, sensual, full of vitality, and when dark, pretends, projects, denies, fantasizing. Go deeper. Persephone, Alice, or any princess figures. So, and now we're going to go ahead and look into this tier, which is 52. If I can find it. The tier. The morning, the release, and the rain. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed to order for conservation of situation, to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. There's that word vulnerability again. Yeah, it's time to be vulnerable and show that side of yourself, Virgo. Some say that tears are powerful in softening our egos, that they open up a portal to the unseen world through our watery eyes. The ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their internal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that once acknowledged will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. The tear is powerful, and it's possible to be subsumed in its waters. Find a supportive place to open the floodgates. So there's something that needs to be released here, some kind of disappointment or grieving from maybe from your childhood or some past life that you had. If both the tear and the river appear in this reading, this indicates an excess of the water element in your life, as the Uridic tradition balance it with fire and earth. When light, melody, melancholy flowing through. When dark, drowning drama, murkiness. Go Deeper, Rain by Vachel Lindsay. So that might be something you want to look into. But there's something about your vulnerability here and the grieving of it. So let's see what else is going to come up. Yeah, I'm really getting this like sadness, like this really grieving for something, like your childhood or a happy time or something that took away your innocence. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Yeah, so there's some kind of conclusion that needs to be met here. It has to be ended. This grieving, it's got to be dealt with, and get back that vulnerable side of yourself again. That somebody or some situation is taken away. Secret spring, success. Yeah, secret spring is like a newness, like full of life. And it's kind of secret, so it's kind of like buried within you. But you can have this success again. You just got to face that and like release all that grieving once and for all and get yourself back, Take those chains off your heart and those thorns away. And be that person again. Show that side of yourself. that somebody took away, and it's not fair, right? But it's still there. And then we have gracious receptivity. So it's time to be receptive and receiving of yourself. You know, that inner child within. You know, get that back. Staying focused, hold the course. Yes. Stay focused on this. Don't like deny it anymore. It's time to face it, okay? Hold the course. You'll get there. I know it's tough, but you do have it within. You're just burying it. You're covering it up with all those thorns, and you're afraid to expose yourself again, right? Okay, so for Virgo, what else, please? Here we go. And now we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah, so something's being cracked open here, and it might be really making you feel uncomfortable, very emotional, very vulnerable, but it's happening for you, not to you. Which goddess is with you? Maui, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with the environmentalism. So this could really be beneficial for you. You are an earth sign, so I'm pretty sure, like, you know, you're pretty grounded, and this can really help heal you and balance you. So while you're doing this healing and opening yourself up, I think things in the earth, any kind of thing in the earth, nature, environmentalism, I don't know why I can't say that word, nature, animals, things like that can really help you. You know, go outside and do some grounding, okay? What do you need to surrender? One more card of surrender here. Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So yeah, like I said, well, like we said before in the beginning, this is really making you feel low. It's really making you sad, like grieving. I feel this like heaviness of grieving. But you want to be happy. It's buried within. You're just afraid to put yourself out there again because something that's hurt you. It's taking away your innocence and your vulnerability. All right. Okay, so you know what? I didn't get any tarot cards, so we're going to go ahead and get some tarot cards here. We're going to get a few since I didn't do it the first time. Okay, so now we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so this is like, you know, persevering, going through the, you know, things that brings up forth your future, like, you know, getting through it, surviving, you know, dealing with things. You are a survivor. It's just you're burying it away. You're stronger than you know. And, you know, you still have that. You're still the same person. They didn't take that away from you. You're just hiding it. And then King of Cups, yeah, balancing out those emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Balancing them out, grounding, things like that. Mastering those emotions. Don't let other people control your emotions. The Tower, yeah. So this has like really been a shocking upheaval for you. But, you know, the dust is settling now, and you can clean this up, okay? Sometimes things come in to shake us up so we can move on to that, who we are, or realize who people are around us, like what we deserve and things like that. Realize our strength. Okay, now we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, work on things that make you happy. Work on yourself. Work on skills that you have. That's what you need to focus on, not this person and what they've done to you or what they've taken away. It's time to work on you, work on the skills that you have, your assets, things that are going to bring you abundance, things that make you happy. Yeah, look at this, a new cycle. It's time for that karma wheel to turn, and anything taken away from you will be returned. Anything that someone has taken away from you, they're going to get theirs, and you will have that wheel turn in your favor, okay? The cycle is moving on. Starting a new cycle. And the Page of Pentacles, yeah. So messages from your intuition as well, and as in your material world, what's going to make you happy, what's going to be successful for you. All right, so now we are going to get one of these Soul Journey cards, a couple. Growth, yeah. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. So yeah, this is a period of growth for you. So you can either accept it and move forward in it, or you can stay stuck in those chains and not grow at all and stay miserable. You know, stay unhappy and know that something's missing from your life. That someone took something away, and you kind of allow it. I mean, it's hard, I know, but you can't let people take that away from you. And then it gives you freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Yes, not relying on other people to make you happy or other people to bring you down. All right, so now we're just going to get one of these cards. Okay, so we have this one. You are supported and will have helpers whenever you need them. Let them come in. So you do have people that are supportive and helping around you. Could even be your spirit guides. But you know, it's time. It's time to face that, because it's just holding you down. So you can either stay afraid and not want to expose yourself because of something that's happened to you, some situation that's taken away your innocence and vulnerability, or you can face that and step in and say, no, I'm not allowing this anymore. I'm not allowing this anymore. I'm going to be who I am. So yeah, I just feel this real grieving sadness of innocence lost and vulnerability lost. And you know, I hate to see that other people do that to you. So please, you know, face it and don't allow that anymore. You know, don't allow it. We need all the light we can in this world, and it's time for you to step into that. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. You deserve happiness and abundance. So don't let others that don't even care about you or whatever take that away from you. Okay, Virgo? So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week and rest of August. Thanks so much for being supportive, and peace and much love. Bye.